I started my career at Sao Paulo, then moved to Real Madrid, where I went on loan to FC Porto, and finally I am at Manchester United. Who am I? Welcome everyone to another episode of Can You Guess the Footballer by Their Career Path? Today I'm going to be giving you guys the entire career paths of some of the game's best players, or maybe not the best players. I will give you a chance to answer after hearing the full career path. Then if you need a hint, I will give you the years in which they were at those clubs. And then finally I will give you an official final hint to help you if you really need it. I think last time we did, let's just do a full, you know what, how about this? Today we're going to be doing it a little bit different. I'm going to be giving you guys the career path with the year. If you get it right, you get 1 point. I will give you a hint, and if you guess after the hint, you'll get half a point. We'll try it like that today. But today, we're going to try something new as well. Today, we're going to be giving a shout out to another ASMR creator because they gave a shout out to us, because they used the career path idea for their own channel. I checked it out, and I will certify that it was a great video. I really enjoyed it. I was able to play along because I didn't make the list for once. Someone else made a list, and it was fun trying to guess and seeing if I was correct. So a huge shout out to AWASMR. His video and all of his videos that I've watched so far are amazing. So please give a huge give a like, subscribe, notification, all that stuff. And please let me know any other content creators that you know of or that you watch, so I could give a shout out again in the future. I would love to create a community of all the football ASMR artists. I think that would be really cool. So if you want to join, let me know. It's also cool that I went over to his channel and I saw some of you guys who comment on my videos commenting on his videos as well. So that's pretty cool. Also, in his shout out, he did say that my community is much smarter than his, and that Tottenham's the best team in the world. Okay, maybe he didn't say those things, but let him know that I said they should go watch him, and that I sent you guys. Alright, the first question, as you heard, Sao Paulo FC, Real Madrid, Porto, and Manchester United. Do you know who this player is? Sao Paulo was from 2010 to 2013. Then 2013 to 2022, he went to Real Madrid. From 2014 to 2015, he was on loan at FC Porto. And finally, 2022 to 2026, he is at Manchester United. Who is this player? Lock in your answers for a full point. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Da, 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 da. Hold up. Breaking news. Apparently, he's leaving Manchester United. But my sources do not tell me to what team. It just says this month it's confirmed that he's leaving. I will let you guys know as soon as I get more information. And by that, I mean the comments will tell me where he's going. Alright, lock in your answers. The hint for this one. He is nicknamed the Tank, and he won 5 Champions League titles as part of a legendary midfield trio. I wonder what that trio is. Lock in your answers. The answer for the first question today. Sao Paulo, Real Madrid, FC Porto, and Manchester United is the one, the only, the Tank, Casemiro. Alright, the first question is done. Before we move on to the second, we're going to be doing the comment of the day. Today we have 3 comments because last quiz there was a lot of errors. So again, please correct me if I do make any errors for this video as well. First one is from Kiel, who said Nunez's record was broken by Florian Wirtz and Isaac on the last transfer window. A lot of history gets made every single day. A lot of transfers happen every single day. Well, technically, because there's transfer windows and things like that. But a lot of things can happen at such a fast pace. So, again, if there's any errors, it ain't my fault. The football world is just too fast. Second comment of the day is from Simonina, who said, Dzeko played for Fiorentina too. You forgot it. I think Dzeko had a decent history of teams that he played for, and one of them was Fiorentina, and I missed it. So it could be that I get a majority of them correct. I just miss out a couple of teams in between. I double checked these ones, all of them, so they should be accurate. Maybe I let some slip, but in general, it should be alright. And finally, if I can find the last comment, where is it? This one's from Jerk7, who said, easy, 100%. Next time we need a harder quiz. So, if today's episode is too hard, blame Jerks. Don't blame me. Let's go. Question number 2. This player started at FC Metz. It was 2011 to 2012. He then moved to RB Salzburg from 2012 to 2014. 2014 he moved to Southampton FC and stayed there until 2016, where he moved to Liverpool FC from 2016 to 2022. 2022 he moved to Bayern Munich for a couple of years, where he then moved to Al Nassr in 2023, and he's currently there to the present day. Who is this player? Lock in your answers. Dun dun dun, dun dun dun, dun dun dun. Your Dano hint is someone in the comments of a previous video mentioned this is one of their favorite players. So, does that help? I don't know. That's okay. Also, if you're new, Dano hints don't count. If you answer after a Dano hint, it's okay, you get the full points. Because a lot of the times they don't make sense, so it's okay. They're free hints. Alright, lock in your answers. Here is your hint. This player scored the fastest hat-trick in Premier League history at 2 minutes and 56 seconds. A stat that we have gone through many times on this channel. Interesting. And fun fact, he was the first major African superstar to join the Saudi Pro League in 2023. Answers are locked right after I do a recap. FC Metz to RB Salzburg, Southampton FC, Liverpool FC, Bayern Munich, and Al Nassr. Who am I? Answers are locked. The answer is Mr. Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane. Alright, player number 3. If you're liking the video so far, leave a like, subscribe, tell your mom, and let's get to the third video. Third question. Third player. First team is the best team in the world. SL Benfica. This player played there from 2013 to 2015. Now near the end of his stay there, he went on loan to Monaco from 2014 to 2015. They liked him so much that they ended up buying him. And so he joined from Benfica to Monaco in 2015 to 2017. And from 2017 to 2026, where he currently plays, he is at Manchester City. Who am I? can this be? Lock in your answers. Let me see the hint for today. Is it a good hint? It's a pretty alright hint. Oh, also, breaking news. There is a rumor that this player may be moving soon, or at least in the summer transfer window, if my sources are correct. Alright, lock in your answers. Your hint for this player. Pep Guardiola famously described him as a player who understands everything about the game, regardless of his position. And he is rumored to be moving to Barcelona. I don't know if that's guaranteed or how true that is, but that is the rumor. That's what my sources are saying. Alright, recap. He played for Benfica, then Monaco on loan, then permanently at Monaco, and finally Manchester City. Who am I? Answers are locked. The answer is the Portuguese wizard, Mr. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Alright, player number 4. And if you guys don't know, they're supposed to go from easier to harder. Mainly what I've noticed on this list, it goes from shortened career paths to very, very long career paths. Is that easier or harder? I don't know. Player number 4. This player started at SE Palmeiras. SE Palmeiras 2015 to 2016. They then moved to Manchester City from 2017 to 2022, where they are currently at Arsenal, having moved there in 2022. Who is this player? Who is this player? What can I see? So, his move to Arsenal was for £45 million, where he got to reunite with Mikel Arteta. Where did he play with Mikel Arteta? He wasn't from Manchester City. Where did he reunite with Mikel Arteta? Wasn't Arteta just always an Arsenal player? And then now he's Arsenal coach. Or he was Arsenal coach. Alright, lock in your answers. Palmeiras, Manchester City, and Arsenal. Here is your hint. He famously celebrates goals with a phone call gesture, which he started as a tribute to his mother. His mother used to call him to tell him every time ASMR Dano uploaded a video, until this player told his mom, you know, you can just subscribe and it will tell you. You can even hit the notification bell if you want. Alright, answers are locked. Here's the final recap. Palmeiras 2015 to 2016, Manchester City 2017 to 2022, and Arsenal 2022 to the present day. The answer is Mr. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Alright, the last player of the easy category. Here we go. This player started their career at Bayer Leverkusen, also known as Bayer Leverkusen, from 2016 to 2020. Then in 2020 moved to Chelsea FC, where he stayed for 3 years. And in 2023 moved to Arsenal FC, where he currently is playing. I think it's kind of crazy that a lot of players move from one English giant to another. Arsenal to Chelsea, Manchester City to Arsenal. What else do we have here? Southampton to Liverpool. It's not the same vibe, but you know, you get the idea. Who is this player? Lock in your answers. So I have a fact and a hint for every single question, or every single player. Unfortunately, sometimes the fact gives too much information, so it's kind of like a hint. So I'm going to use both as a hint for this player because it kind of gives. Actually, doesn't give you that much of a hint. I'll give it to you. He is one of the few players to score I'll give it to you anyway. A Champions League winning goal. Oh wait, he won the Oh, that's too much information. Answers a lot. Here's the hint. He is one of the few players to score a Champions League winning goal for a London-based club, and he's often referred to as a Raumdeuter, or space investigator, due to his intelligent off-the-ball movement. Who is this player? The final recap: Bayer Leverkusen, 2016 to 2020, Chelsea FC, 2020 to 2023, and Arsenal, 2023 to the present day. Answers are locked. The answer is Mr. Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz. Alright, easy ones out of the way. Here we go. We're going to the medium category. Let's start with player number 6. This player started their career at Juventude. Not Juventus. Juventude. I honestly don't know what that is. Is that Juventus' B team? I don't know. Someone please tell me. This was in 2003 to 2004, so an older player. They then moved to FC Porto B. That I understand. FC Porto B is FC Porto's youth team, or second team. From 2004 to 2005. Then in 2005 went to Dynamo Moscow. Then Fluminense from 2006 to 2008 on loan. From where though? Oh, from Moscow, I'm guessing. And then AC Milan from 2009 to 2012. And then PSG from 2012 to 2020. Then Chelsea from 2020 to 2024. And finally, back at Fluminense from 2004 to the present day. Now we're looking at longer career paths. So let me recap one more time. Then you gotta lock in your answers. Juventude, FC Porto B, Dynamo Moscow, Fluminense on loan, AC Milan, PSG, Chelsea, and Fluminense. Who is this player? Lock in your answers. Here is your hint. This player is known as Omonstro. What's so hard for me to say? Omonstro. He was the captain of the most expensive defensive unit in League One history. He returned to his boyhood club in Brazil in 2024 to finish a career that spanned over 2 decades. In other words, he old. Who is this player? Lock in your answers. Final recap. Juventude, FC Porto B, Dynamo Moscow, Fluminense, AC Milan, PSG, Chelsea, and Fluminense. Answer a lot. The answer is one of my favorite defenders, especially in FIFA Ultimate Team. Thiago Silva. Apparently, I read when he was in Dynamo Moscow, he had tuberculosis. There you go. Since the beginning, I know how I'm gonna be when I record these videos based off my intro. Today's intro was not great. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was all over the place, and that's how I am now. My brain's going 10 miles a minute. Here we go. Thiago Silva, player number 7. Here we go. This player started their career at Coventry City. This was from 2013 to 2016. They then moved to Norwich City from 2016 to 2018. However, during this time, they went on loan to Aberdeen FC. They then moved permanently to Leicester City from 2018 to 2023. And finally, the best team in the world, probably the galaxy, Tottenham Hotspur, until the present day. Who am I? So a little recap: Coventry City, Norwich City, Aberdeen, Leicester City, and Tottenham Hotspur. Who is this player? Answers unlocked. Here is your clue. Oh, here's a cool fact. This player became the creative focal point for Tottenham after a £40 million transfer following Leicester's relegation. And your official hint, he is one of the few players to earn an England call-up while playing for 3 different clubs in the English pyramid. What? What do you mean? The English pyramid? You mean like all the leagues and stuff? Interesting. Answers are locked. Here's your final recap. Coventry City, Norwich City, Aberdeen, Leicester City, and Tottenham Hotspur. Answer are locked. The answer is James Maddison. James Maddison. James Maddison. James Maddison. Now some of you may be saying, James Maddison, how am I supposed to know who that is? And my answer is, if he's on Tottenham, everyone should know. Think about it. Alright, next player, player number 8. Another player from a great team. This player started their career at SL Benfica from 2012 to 2015. At the end of their stint at Benfica, they went on loan to Valencia for 1 year, 2014 to 2015. Then they moved to Inter Milan until 2018 on loan as well. That doesn't match up. That's okay. Then they moved to Juventus from 2018 to 2019. Then Manchester City from 2019 to 2025. During this time, they went on loan to Bayern Munich and FC Barcelona. And finally, then they moved to Al Hilal, where they then moved on loan to Barcelona, where they are currently. So let me do a recap there. Benfica, Valencia on loan, Inter Milan, Juventus, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Al Hilal, Barcelona. Who is this player? This one is a very interesting career path. I watched a video recently, someone posted, of how unique this career path was and what he was able to accomplish given the fact that he's moved around a lot and he went to all these different places. So he did move back to Barcelona on loan in early 2026. So he's back there for a second time. Lock in your answer for the full point. Here is your hint. This is not even a good hint. He has played for the most successful clubs in Portugal, Italy, Spain, England, and Germany. Okay, we already know that. So my hint doesn't make sense. Let me create a new hint for you. This player is, if you were on Twitter and you said something bad, people would blank you. This player's last name is similar to that. You know what? You get a full point regardless of whether you answered after the hint or not, Because that's a Dano hint. That's not an official hint. For this one, we'll just do a Dano hint. Alright, final recap before you lock in your answers. Benfica, Valencia, Inter Milan, Juventus, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Al Hilal, Barcelona. Answers are locked. The answer is João Cancelo. Oh, Cancelo. João Cancelo. They'll cancel you. Hello. João Cancelo. João Cancelo. João Cancelo. Alright. Player number 9. This player started their career at PSG from 2013 to 2014. They then moved to Juventus from 2014 to 2017. During this time, they went on loan to Bayern Munich from 2015 to 2017. Bayern Munich liked them that much that they transferred him over in 2017. He stayed there until 2025, where he moved to Al Nassr, and he's currently there. So PSG, Juventus, Bayern Munich, Al Nassr. Who is this? Oh, there's some good hints for this one. It makes up for the fact that there's no hints for the previous question. Lock in your answers. Your Dano hint for this one is I can only move one space on the board. Who am I? That's your Dano hint. Answers are locked. Here is your official hint. He moved to Saudi Arabia in 2025 after winning 11 consecutive league titles across 3 different countries. That's disgusting. That's a great stat. He scored the header that denied his boyhood club their first ever Champions League trophy. That's rude. I want you guys to tell me. Think of your favorite team growing up. Who did you support? If you were signed to another team and had to defeat your boyhood club, stop them from winning a trophy, a very respectable one in the Champions League, would you do it? Could you do it? I don't know. Like here in Canada, there is a hockey team called the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm a fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs. They have not won the league. The Stanley Cup is what it's called. In over 60 years. In over 60 years. So, if I was the one where they were almost going to win it, to stop them from winning it, I don't know. I don't know if I could ever go home after that. Alright, answers are locked. Your recap. PSG, Juventus, Bayern Munich, Al Nassr. Answers are locked. The answer is the King, Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman. Alright, the last player of the medium category and halfway through the quiz. Your goal today is to try and get 15 out of 20, but to ultimately get 20 out of 20 and prove that you are an elite viewer. Let's see if it's as difficult as Jerks hoped, or if Jerks is going to comment again and say, way too easy, still too easy. Here we go. This player started their career at America Mineiro, not Atletico Mineiro. America Mineiro. Is that what's it called? Spelling mistake? I don't know. If that's a real team, I apologize. I don't know. This was in 2015. They then moved to Fluminense in 2016 until 2017. Then they moved to Watford 2017 to 2018. Then Everton 2018 to 2022. And they finally found their home in the greatest place, Tottenham Hotspur, from 2022 to the present day. Lock in your answers. So Tottenham broke their transfer record to sign him from Everton in a deal worth up to £60 million. That's your free hint. That's your cool fact. I will give you interesting. I will give you an official hint after this. Lock in your answers. Answers a lot. Your official hint is he is the creator of the pigeon dance celebration, which even his national team manager performed at the World Cup. Who is the pigeon? So, recap. America Mineiro, Fluminense, Watford, Everton, Tottenham Hotspur. Answers a lot. The answer is Mr. Richarlison. Richarlison. Alright. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to lock in? There are 10 more players. Let's start with the first of the hard category. Here we go. This player started at UC Sampdoria from 2011 to 2013. They then moved to Inter Milan, where they stayed a decent amount of time, 2013 to 2020. During this time, near the end, they went on loan to PSG for a year. They then moved permanently to PSG from 2020 to 2023. At the end of this stint, they were on loan at Galatasaray, where they then moved permanently in 2023, and they are still there to the present day. So essentially, it goes UC Sampdoria, Inter Milan, PSG, Galatasaray. Who is this player? Who is this player? He revitalized his career in Turkey, becoming a cult hero for Galatasaray fans since joining permanently in 2023. Lock in your answer. Alright, here is your hint. Your hint is he was once the youngest captain in Inter Milan history before a controversial exit from the club. What was that controversial exit, you may ask? I don't know. Feel free to leave a comment, let me know down below why it was controversial. I don't know. Alright, final recap. UC Sampdoria, Inter Milan, PSG, and Galatasaray. Alright, answers are locked. The answer is Mauro Icardi. Mauro Icardi. Mauro Icardi. Alright, next player. This player started a career at Delfino Pescara. Isn't Delfino the place in Mario Sunshine? Super Mario Sunshine? Delfino Plaza, or something like that. Any nerds out there know? Delfino Pescara, 2014 to 2016. He then moved to UC Sampdoria from 2016 to 2018. Moving to Arsenal in 2018 until 2022. But during that time, they went on loan to Atletico Madrid and ACF Fiorentina. Finally, they are also at Galatasaray until the present day. So, to recap, Delfino Pescara, UC Sampdoria, Arsenal. While at Arsenal, were on loan at Atletico Madrid and Fiorentina. And finally, they're at Galatasaray. This player won the La Liga title while on loan in Spain, before becoming a mainstay in the Turkish league. Who is this player? Lock in your answers. Okay, here is your hint. Actually, here is your Dano hint. Dale. Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide. Every day above ground is a great day. Remember that. I've been there, done that. He didn't say that. Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Your hint is a Uruguayan defensive midfielder, known for his tireless energy and small stature, earning him the nickname the Pitbull. That's why I was singing Pitbull lyrics. The Pitbull. Anyway. Lock in your answers. Here's your final recap. Delfino Pescara, UC Sampdoria, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Fiorentina, Galatasaray. Answers are locked. The answer is Mr. Lucas Torreira. Lucas Torreira. Lucas Torreira. 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 Alright. Next player. Before I say anything, the general hint is this is like a name that's pulled out of my memory. Like, I don't know how. I used to use him in my FIFA Ultimate Team. A lot of my knowledge comes from FIFA. I used to use him in my FIFA Ultimate Team. He wasn't that great, but he fit in with a lot of the players I had. Does that help you? I don't know. Here we go. RC Lens is where they started their career. 2010 to 2012. Then they moved to Sevilla from 2012 to 2013. Moving to Monaco 2013 to 2015. Inter Milan 2015 to 2018. But at the end of that stint, they were on loan at Valencia. They moved permanently to Atletico Madrid and stayed there until 2023, where they moved to Marseille, and they are currently at Marseille. Who is this player? So, recap. RC Lens to Sevilla, to Monaco, to Inter Milan, Valencia, Atletico Madrid, Marseille. So, moved around quite a bit. Not necessarily the best teams in each of these leagues, arguably. I know you may argue with me, but not necessarily the best, so may not have gotten as much recognition. But apparently he has commanded over 100 million euros in cumulative transfer fees throughout his career in France, Spain, and Italy. Who is this player? Answers are locked. Here is your clue. He switched his international allegiance from France to the Central African Republic later in his career. I never knew this was a thing. I understood that if you played for a team, an international team, as a youth, you could then change when you're a pro. However, apparently you can change it after the fact. So why not have every good player in the world become Canadian? And then we win. Why not? Let's do it. Okay, answers are locked. Final recap. RC Lens, Sevilla, Monaco, Inter Milan, Valencia, Atletico Madrid, Marseille. The answer is Jeffrey Kondogbia. Jeffrey Kondogbia. Jeffrey Kondogbia. Jeffrey Kondogbia. That one I think is going to mess a lot of people up. But I like him. I like him as a player, so I'm happy with it. Alright, player number 14. Here we go. Almost 15. And if you're on a perfect streak so far, you can have 15 out of 15. Here we go. Player number 14. They started their career at Deportivo Cali. Deportivo Cali. From 2009 to 2010. From 2010 to 2015, they played at Udinese. During this time, 2010 to 2011, Granada on loan. US Lecce on loan. And then, wait, what am I saying? Yeah, Deportivo. Then Udinese, while at Udinese, went to Granada and US Lecce on loan. Then afterwards, he moved to Sampdoria. Then moved to Sevilla. While at Sevilla, at the end of his stint there, went on loan to Fiorentina. Then moved to Atalanta. Stayed there for 5 years until 2024. Moved to the MLS. Played for Orlando City from 2024 to 2025. and is now at Junior FC and still there to the current day. So he's returned to his native Colombia in 2026. So that's your free hint. He is Colombian. Deportivo Cali, Udinese, Granada, US Lecce, UC Sampdoria, Sevilla, Fiorentina, Atalanta, Orlando City, Junior. A really big career path. Answers a lot. Here's your hint. He holds the record for the most goals scored as a substitute in the history of Serie A. Think of the ultimate substitute. I think I actually had him as a substitute on my ultimate team. Possibly, I think so. So he's a pretty fast player. That's all I'm going to tell you. But maybe that tricked you. Lock in your answers. The player that played for all of these teams is Mr. Luis Muriel. Luis Muriel. Luis Muriel. Muriel. Alright, player number 15, the last player of the hard category. We're almost down to the wire. Gotta keep locking in. Here we go. It's a shorter career path this time. This player started at FC Lorient. They then moved to PAO FC. On loan, FC Lorient. Then near the end, PAO FC. They then moved to Toulouse FC from 2007 to 2010. They then moved to Marseille from 2010 to 2015. And finally, from 2015 to the present day, they are at Tigres in Mexico. My free hint for you is think about Marseille and Tigres. That's where I know him from. I think that's where most people know him from. Oh, here's also a free hint. No, I'm not going to tell you. Here's your recap. FC Lorient, PAO FC, Toulouse, Marseille, Tigres. Lock in your answers. The answers are locked for the first point. Here is your hint. He made a shock move to Mexico in 2015 while still a regular for the French national team, which is kind of unheard of. Moving to a team like the Mexican League, similar to MLS, similar to Saudi Arabia, when you're at the peak of your career. He has become the all-time leading scorer for Tigres and is considered one of the greatest foreign players in Mexican history. That is a cult hero if I've ever heard of one before. Lock in your answers. FC Lorient, PAO FC, Toulouse, Marseille, Tigres. The answer is Mr. Andre Pierre Gignac. Andre Pierre Gignac. Alright, the last 5 players. They're known, and you theoretically should know them, but they may not be the first name that comes to your mind. You wanted it to be harder. Here we go. Here's the expert, very hard category. Player number 16. This player started at Estudiantes de La Plata from 2011 to 2014. They moved to Deportivo Maldonado from 2014 to 2016, where they went on loan to Real Sociedad. They then moved to Manchester City for 1 year, 2016 to 2017. Then moved to Real Sociedad permanently, 2017 to 2020. And near the end of this stint, he was on loan to Montpellier. They then moved to Villarreal, 2020 to 2023. Then Ajax, 2023 to 2024. And finally, Marseille, 2024 to the present day. So, recap. Estudiantes de La Plata, Deportivo Maldonado, Real Sociedad, Manchester City, Real Sociedad, Montpellier, Villarreal, Marseille. Lock in your answers. Here is your hint. He was technically a Manchester City player for 1 day in 2016 before being immediately loaned back to Spain. So let me recap this. That doesn't count as a hint. You could still answer it right now for 1 point. So he went on loan. No, he moved to Manchester City, was there for 1 day, then was loaned back to Sociedad, where he ended up staying. Okay. So here's your hint. He scored the decisive penalty and saved another in an 11-10 Europa League final shootout. So he's a goalkeeper. Let me do a recap to see if it jogs your memory. Estudiantes de La Plata, Deportivo Maldonado, Real Sociedad, Manchester City, Real Sociedad, Montpellier, Villarreal, Ajax, and Marseille. Answers are locked. The answer is Geronimo Rulli. Geronimo Rulli. Rulli. Alright, 4 more players left. Here we go. This player started at FK Partizan from 2006 to 2008. They moved to Fiorentina from 2008 to 2013. They moved to Manchester City from 2013 to 2016. They then went to Inter Milan until 2017, where they went on loan to Sevilla. Then moved to Monaco for 4 years until 2021, where they moved to Hertha BSC from 2021 to 2023, Olympiacos 2023 to 2024, and finally Omnia something. For some reason, this list says Omnoia, which I don't think is a team. It's Omnia something until the present day. That's okay. I don't even think you know what that team is. I don't know what that team is, so it's okay. Lock in your answers. Partizan, Fiorentina, Manchester City, Inter Milan, Sevilla, AS Monaco, Hertha, Olympiacos, Omnia. Lock in your answers. Here is your hint. He is one of the few players to play in Cyprus after a career that saw him score in all of Europe's top 5 leagues. He is the only player to have scored goals in the top divisions of England, Spain, Germany, Italy, and France. Is that true? That car outside does think so. He is the only player to have scored goals in the top divisions of England, Spain, Germany, Italy, and France. Ronaldo didn't do that. Harry Kane didn't do that. I guess he is the only one. Answers are locked. Partizan, Fiorentina, Manchester City, Inter Milan, Sevilla, Monaco, Hertha, Olympiacos, Omnia. Answers are locked. The answer is Mr. Steven Jovetic. Steven Jovetic. Alright, player number 18. Here we go. This player started at Royal Standard de Liège. They moved to Marseille. 2011 to 2014 was at Liège. 2014 to 2016, Marseille. 2016 to 2022, Chelsea. 2018, so during his time at Chelsea, 2018, Borussia Dortmund loan. 2018-2019, Valencia loan. 2019 to 2021, Crystal Palace loan. And finally, Besiktas, 2021 to 2022 loan. So he basically went to Chelsea, but then went on loan to Borussia Dortmund, Valencia, Crystal Palace, and Besiktas. They then moved to Fenerbahce 2022 to 2024, Galatasaray 2024 to 2025, and finally Frankfurt 2025 to the present day. He moved to Frankfurt after a record-breaking stint where he played for the Big Three of Istanbul, Besiktas, Fenerbahce, and Galatasaray. Answers are locked. Here is your recap though. Liège to Marseille to Chelsea, and during this time he went to Borussia Dortmund, Valencia, Crystal Palace, Besiktas, then finally moved to Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, Frankfurt. Lock in your answers. This may give it away. This player is known as the Batsman. He scored the goal that officially secured the Premier League title for Chelsea in 2017. The Batsman. Why is he nicknamed the Batsman? It may have something to do with his name. Batsman. 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 Answer locked. Here is your recap. Liège, Marseille, Chelsea, Borussia Dortmund, Valencia, Crystal Palace, Besiktas, Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, Frankfurt. Answers are locked. The answer is Michy Batshuayi. Michy Batshuayi. Batsman Batshuayi. 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 Alright, second last player of the day. You're almost at your ultimate goal of a perfect score, or 15 out of 20, or just 10 out of 20, who knows. But here we go, 2 more questions left. This player started at Crystal Palace, 2007 to 2010. They then moved to Wigan Athletic. I think that's the first time I've ever said that name in all my videos. Wigan Athletic from 2010 to 2012. They then moved where they stayed most of their career, in 2012 until 2021 at Chelsea, where they went on loan to Liverpool in 2013 to 2014, then Stoke City 2014 to 2015, then West Ham United 2015 to 2016, and finally, Fenerbahce 2019 to 2020, and 2020 Inter Milan on loan. After all that, he went back to Chelsea and moved to Spartak Moscow, and finally Luton Town FC, where they're currently playing. So recap: Crystal Palace to Wigan Athletic to Chelsea, where they stayed most of their career, but went on loan to places like Liverpool, Stoke, West Ham, Fenerbahce, and Inter Milan. Then moved to Spartak Moscow, and finally Luton Town. Lock in your answers. So he went on loan at 6 different clubs while playing at Chelsea during a 9-year contract. Hey. Here is your hint. He was successfully converted from a winger to a world-class wingback under Antonio Conte's 3-4-3 system. So he was a winger turned wingback while he's at Chelsea under Conte's 3-4-3 system. Answers are locked. The recap: Crystal Palace, Wigan, Chelsea, all the loans, Spartak Moscow, Luton Town. Answers are locked. The answer is Victor Moses. Victor Moses. Victor Moses. Alright, the last player of the day, the last chance for glory. Here we go. Are you ready? Let's go. This player started their career at Karlsruher SC, 2011 to 2013. They then moved to Hamburger SB, 2013 to 2014. If you had a hamburger today, you get 1 bonus point. There you go. Then 2014 to 2017, they played for Bayer Leverkusen, or Bayer Neverkusen. They then moved to AC Milan, 2017 to 2021. And from 2021 to the present day, they are at Inter Milan. So recap: Karlsruhe, Hamburger, Bayer Leverkusen, AC Milan, Inter Milan. Who is this player? He is one of the few, I don't know about few, I think a lot of people have done it. They have, oh wait, he actually made okay, this is controversial. He made a controversial free transfer. He didn't even ask the other team to play. He transferred for free in 2021 from AC Milan to Inter Milan. AC Milan must hate him. Answers are locked. Here is your hint. Your hint is, he is widely considered one of the best free kick specialists of the last decade, having scored over 25 goals from set pieces. If you ever played him in FIFA, you would know his free kick was like 90 something. A good free kick taker. Who is this player? Lock in your answers. Your Dano hint is, I cannot pronounce this name. I have pronounced this name before, and I have researched this name before, but I forgot how to pronounce it. That's your hint. Lock in your answers. Karlsruhe, Hamburger, Bayer Leverkusen, AC Milan, Inter Milan. Answers are locked. The answer is Hakan Çalhanoğlu. I think that's how you say it. Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu. The Turkish wizard. Alright, how did you guys enjoy that video? I hope you really did enjoy it. But if you did have one question left that you needed, one more point, you just needed one more to get your ultimate score. You know the deal. You know the drill. I have a bonus question for you. Or do I? No, I do. And while I say this, we are almost at 1 hour. Will today be the first hour-long video? Let's find out. Here we go. This is the final boss question. This player has played for 15 teams. Do you know who he is? As always, for bonus questions, I will give you all the information, all the hints. You do not get half a point. You get a full point if you get it right. Here we go. They started a career at AC Lumazane. I believe this was their youth team. It was 2005 to 2007. They then made their debut at 17 with Inter Milan, 2007 to 2010. Moving to Manchester City in 2010 to 2013. Then AC Milan, 2013 to 2014. Liverpool, 2014 to 2016. Where at the end he went on loan back to AC Milan. He then moved to Nice in France, 2016 to 2019. Moved to Marseille, 2019. Brescia Calcio, 2019 to 2020. AC Monza, 2020 to 2021. Adana Demirspor, 2021 to 2022. FC Sion, 2022 to 2023. Back to Adana Demirspor, 2023 to 2024. Genoa CFC, 2024 to 2025. And finally, Al Ettifaq in the second division of Saudi Arabia, 2025 to the present day. Who is this player? Actually, the hint is way too easy. Actually, you know what? I'll give it to you. This is a crazy question. I'll give you a recap. I'll give you the hint. And then you give me your final answer. Here we go. AC Lumazane, Inter Milan, Manchester City, AC Milan, Liverpool, AC Milan, OGC Nice, Marseille, Brescia Calcio, AC Monza, Adana Demirspor, FC Sion, Adana Demirspor, Genoa, Al Ettifaq. This player, his only assist In his entire career in the Premier League, he had 1 assist. And his 1 assist happened at 93 minutes 20 seconds to provide the goal for the league-winning title for Manchester City, also known as the Aguero goal. Also, pretend I pulled my shirt over my head. Who am I? Why is it always me? Answers a lot. The answer is one of my favorite players. Unfortunately, he didn't have as much of a career as I hoped. Mr. Mario Balotelli. Mario Balotelli. Mario Balotelli. I love players that have red cards and yellow cards, and he's one of those players. There you have it. The first ever hour-long video, I think. Roughly close enough. If you enjoyed that video, leave a like and subscribe. Let your mom know. Let who did I say? Who did that? Oh, let Gabriela Jesus' mom know that she doesn't have to tell them every time I upload a video, that they could just hit the notification bell or subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Most importantly, take care of yourself, love each other, take care of each other. Most importantly, have a great rest of your day and a great sleep.